Hello and welcome back. It's Repulsive Raccoon, aka your favorite trash panda. We are back again playing Raiders of Blackveil, and we are continuing our mini-series where we are trying to max out every single perk tree and see what it's capable of. We have done the majority of them. The last ones we are working on is Assassin, Monk, and Priest, but for today's focus, we are going to be focusing on Assassin, and we're basically going to try to stack our crit damage as high as possible. Poison doesn't do a whole lot of damage, so we're not going to really worry about that. The only time we really need poison is to get the synergies for the Mythic perk. But besides that, we are just going to focus on as much crit damage as possible and see if we can max out the entire Assassin trait. For our gear, running Pig Cleaver just because of the attack having a chance to bleed, and there is a perk where bleeding can cause poison, which will help us out. We're using the Ice Queens. This one has better perk rarity on it, and that's pretty much the only reason we're using it. The deal 50 increased damage to chilled enemies isn't going to really come into effect until later in the run when I start picking up mage perks, just either from the shop or the perk machine. We're using the Chained Foot Guards. This one also has better perk rarity on it, just giving us that more movement speed, and it has that dash synergies. Atlas Monster Hunter Gauntlets, just because it gives us... We have Ubered crit chance on it, which is absolutely insane. Almost got 9% crit chance from it. And it gives 25% attack speed against bosses. We're using this Ring of Protection just because we are going to be picking up some barriers just because of Monk synergies with Assassin, and we'll probably end up getting some Priest perks as well. And then for our last one, we're running Amulet of the Sapphire Brotherhood, just because this one has crit chance and crit damage on it and better perk rarity. This is our inventory. We're not bringing a full inventory of black coin. I don't really want to make it so we're doing a gambling run right at the beginning of the run. We're just going to worry about the perk machines later on, and this is also all the black coin I have left. We have some reroll tokens and a ton of bandages. We're also going to be dropping the difficulty down to Bandit just because of how hard it is to actually max out the entire perk tree. It takes a while, and you normally have to get the loops like 7 or 8, and I just want to showcase what the build is truly capable at its max level. But if you find yourself enjoying today's video, hit that like and subscribe button, and with that being said, let's just get right on into it. We're probably just going to steamroll a lot of the enemies at the beginning. All right, reroll, 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 assassin. All right. We are gonna want to get a bunch of like poison just because I don't know if it's a prerequisite or not for the Mythic perk. And crit chance and poison dagger are both really good options. I've just noticed a lot of the time, if I don't actually have any poison payoffs, I struggle to get the Mythic perk. Just because it makes it so you gain more crit damage for poison stacks on enemy. So if you don't have any poison, I don't know if it will still show up or not. It's the same with one of the monk ones. There's a monk one that does something with shocking an enemy, but if you don't have any shock, I don't know if the perk can actually show up or not. More assassin, beautiful. Killing an enemy throws 1 poison dagger. We're just going to keep going for more perks. We'll probably not worry about black coin until like multiple loops in. If we encounter anything, we'll probably still use it. But I'll probably save up my black coin now that I'm thinking about it. And as long as we keep grabbing Assassin, we're not going to try to take any duo perks at the beginning, just because if you take the duo perks, it kind of dilutes the pool of perks and gives you a lot more perks that you otherwise wouldn't have access to. So hopefully doing it this way, we will have a higher chance at getting some of the really good legendaries and potentially the Mythic perk early on. And there's 60% crit strike damage. One of the best ones you can grab. There's also one where you gain 50% damage against bosses, and that one is super huge. We're going to hit the money machine a few times, but we're not going to hit the perk machine. We don't want any other perks besides Assassin this early on. And that's fine, I'll just take that for now. But yeah, we're gonna absolutely fly through these first few loops. And hopefully I made the right call using Ice Queens. I'm just hoping eventually I get I get Mage. And there's a Legendary. And we got back to basics. Oh, we also got Giant Killer, though. This one is technically more damage because it can increase our next attack by 100%. So we are going to take that, but Giant Killer is a really insane one. It's probably one of the best ones you can get. But unfortunately, we ended up getting an even better one, which is crazy. We're just going to get more attack speed here. The cooldown reduction is nice. If you get a decent amount of cooldown reduction on Draskell, you can just kind of perma-stay in Invis. So it'll help with clearing a lot of the rooms up to the final boss. For the final boss, you still are going to have to attack it in order to, you know, kill the final boss. So just something to keep in mind if you have a hard time clearing, I would recommend going for the cooldown reduction, just so you can basically stay invis all the time. And depending on how many assassin perks I end up getting by the first loop, I might re-roll a chest to try to snipe the Mythic perk. We definitely want it as early as possible. And then once we get the Mythic perk, we'll worry about kind of opening up the pool of perks we're able to get. Crit strikes, throw a poison dagger. And thankfully, we're getting a lot of perk rooms. Most of the time, you don't get this many, or it's kind of like there's scrap or glitter in between, but thankfully, we're getting a decent amount. Can't even say a decent amount. Most of them have been the perk rooms. Reroll this. There we go. Three stacks of poison. That gives a 15% chance to throw a shuriken. I'll reroll this. And this is... Okay, so we got double legendary, but Giant Killer as well. No Chill is probably the worst one, just because one of our abilities is going to be on cooldown. So this is pretty much never going to apply. This is super good for clearing out till the boss, but we are going to just take Giant Killer here. We probably could have taken the legendary, but once again, we just got really insane options here. We're only going to take one of these if it's either stat boosters or assassin. Yep, we're not going to take anything here. Some of the best ones are when it's like 4 times black coin, 4 times cooldown reduction. Like, I really like the stat bonuses just to help us get to those max caps a lot faster. But you will eventually get there, especially if you go pretty far on your run. Oh, we're definitely taking the crit chance here. Bleeding Daggers is a run ender, but it really only matters later on. At the beginning parts, it's pretty easy to avoid, and even if you don't avoid it, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. And more money. Hopefully we can just win a few times. Oh, well, I always speak way too soon when it comes to these perk machines, and then I end up just losing absolutely everything. There we go. I'll just take my winnings and leave. Whenever I'm up just 100 or 200, it just feels nice. It's just free black coin that I otherwise just wouldn't have. And nice, we got a Hextall. I'm going to need some more second place trophies if I want to kind of combine them. Beautiful, more assassin. We're almost rank 10. Dash charge, poisoning enemy has a blood explosion. I'll reroll once. Ooh. We'll just take the common ones for now. The nice thing about the common ones is because we have better perk rarity, if we take a bunch of the common ones, if another common one tries to roll, we have a better chance of it kind of being upgraded. At least that's how I'm under the assumption that that works, is it would kind of re-roll if it was a common one into a higher rarity. Hopefully this mini-boss is double attack speed or double crit chance. It's not. We're just going to go for the perk. We should be rank 10 assassin already. Or after this perk room, we should be. Yep, we'll be rank 10 assassin after this perk room. Also, we've gotten 3 money machines so far. Granted, one of them was from the mystery room. But we've gotten a decent amount of money just by hitting these perk machines. We also have a free legendary chest. Let's hit this a few times. Okay, come on. Give me my money back at least. Alright, well, now we have to prove a point. Now we gotta win the next one, too. There you go. At least we got all our money back. And we actually still got a decent amount more. Legendary. No legendary, that's okay. Our inventory is already filling up a black coin. And another legendary. And we got Ego Trip. That's a super good one. We're just gonna go mystery room here. The other rooms just aren't offering us anything. I believe it's enemies. There we go. Just take a second for them to spawn in. If we can get to like 3,000 black coin by the time we actually hit a perk machine, that would be absolutely insane. We probably will get around there. I'd have to clear up a lot of things from my inventory, though. Namely, the bandages. So hopefully the next sewers room I hit, I will actually be able to grab some of the perks. Maybe some assassin. The nice thing is, in order to get the duo perks, you need 2. So even if I find another sewers room, if it offers me something like Guardian, I can just take the 1 Guardian perk. As long as I don't pick up another, I won't actually activate anything. Gotta make my inventory just look a little bit pretty. There we go. This boss is doing a lot of screeching for just being dead. And there we go. And it's only gonna get stronger. It's gonna get a lot more powerful, and it's gonna ramp up very quickly. Another legendary. It is the no chill one. I'm gonna re-roll this. I'll take the dash and the poison explosion. Both of those are honestly really good. Especially because we're running Amulet of Safe-Eyed Brotherhood. Whenever we do a crit hit, we have that chance of just reducing our dash cooldown by a little bit. And we will eventually get to that 100% crit chance just when we pick up Inhale Fumes. Which it's kind of funny that we've seen No Chill twice now, and we still haven't seen the Inhale Fumes. But that does happen. For me personally, I always go for more glitter now. Just because of how much equipment I end up getting on my run, that I never really have a use for more scrap. Or I feel like just the glitter on reroll tokens, I end up going through so many of them. I mean, I brought 40 on this run. Hopefully I don't have to use all 40, but I will probably end up using the good majority of those. How many more assassin perks, pure assassin perks? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's only 11 more just pure assassin perks, so as long as we just keep taking these, we will get to the Mythic perk actually rather soon. We should only have now 10 left. Make that 9. We might as well take the elite here just to give us more scrap. We're not in any danger whatsoever. We probably won't be for a really long time. I say that, and then I'm going to end up doing something really, really stupid and end up dying. Last time I thought I was invincible, I decided to fight a mini-boss when I shouldn't have, and, yeah, we did not live. There's Inhale Fumes. Alright, so far we've skipped every single mini-boss. Let's see if this one offers us something good. Double movement speed isn't bad, but I'll just take the max health, because once we end up taking the HP to ability power and HP to attack damage, we want as much max health as possible. And even though we're playing on a lower difficulty, once the enemies start scaling, they are going to start scaling really, really hard. Max HP isn't going to save us by any means, but I'll help out a little bit. I could also go shop and re-roll. The problem is I have so few assassin perks left that we're probably just going to get offered everything but assassin in the shop at this point until those duo perks are activated. Nice, I got my key back. Our backstab doesn't even one-shot the book. That's actually kind of crazy. Is it maxed out? Yeah, it's maxed out too. There's another legendary. We'll take the attack as a chance to throw a shuriken. If I take all the blue ones out, we should only get the other ones. More poison damage. We definitely don't want that. We're just going to take the dash. Now we have too much stuff in our inventory. We definitely want more black coin because we are going to be at the part of hitting the perk machine, probably next loop. Unfortunately, that glitter landed right on top of all my piles of black coin that I'm trying to grab. There we go. Mystery room. Alright, let's see what we get offered here. We'll probably still take a few. Ooh. A lot of these aren't fantastic. This one is cooldown reduction on Warlock. It's an epic, though. I'll take it. Necromancy? Oh, okay. Well, it gave us summon damage because we don't have anything invested. Okay, okay. That's unlucky that it gave us a legendary for it. If it was an actual epic, I think it would have given us a perk there instead of just stats. But since we have nothing invested, it won't give us the actual legendary perk. The only reason I want Necromancy is because whenever we attack a First enemy, we gain more max HP, which would eventually give us a ton more damage. It's probably one of the best, I would actually argue it's not one of, but the highest damage increase in this entire game. Once you get... Okay, so it's not Necromancy. Which one is it? Soul Harvest. Soul Harvest. Attack against a cursed enemy grants you 4% attack, or max health. If you get Soul Harvest, and then you get the Guardian... I have to find it first. There's an HP one and an AP one. Yeah, so when you get Big Boy, gain 5% of your max health as attack damage. And then the other one is a... is a mage one. And, oh, it's right next to it. Buff. Gain 15% of your max health as ability power. If you have both of these and then Soul Harvest, you get such an insane damage boost. It's definitely probably the highest upside of damage in this entire game. I'm just going to reroll this once, and there we go. There's the Mythic perk. And like I was saying, this is a super easy way. If you full send one of the classes, even if it's one of the main big ones, you just can get the Mythic perk reliably by loop 2. With just a few rerolls, because we only actually have about 7 assassin perks that we even have access to left. So that is something you can do, is just don't take duo perks early if you don't want to worry about those rank 10s and just get the Mythic perk. But now that we have the Mythic perk, now we are going to focus on all those duos. And here is a perk machine for us. So now we're going to hit this perk machine an absolute ton. We're still getting more assassin. And hopefully we get to the 150. More assassin is perfectly fine. If we can get these duos going, that would be the best. We don't really care for anything up top. Some mage would be nice, just to help us out with chilled. But this is how we're going to get our rank 10s. And there we go. Now we got some duo perks with Assassin. And with Warrior. And hopefully we can get the Warrior level 10. Just because that double attack is going to come in super, super nice. If we can't get it from the perk machines, we'll probably end up trying to grab it from some of the chests. There we go, Warrior and Assassin. When you get the duo perks, it just feels so nice. You just get so many more rank ups. Not the greatest perk machine, but I can't complain. I have the Mythic Assassin perk, and we have 24 Assassin already. And we're just going to keep going more perks. I don't really see the reason to go more Black Coin. Obviously, gambling for perks is going to be really good, but I'm going to see if we can just go all the way with Assassin. More Assassin. As you can see, now we're getting the duo perks. Stun, poison on stun. Let's just go 35% damage against stunned enemies. I'm going to go for the Black Coin here. The only rank 10s that I super want to focus on is Warrior, Guardian, and then Druid. The other rank 10s are nice. They're going to give me a lot of HP. But definitely not the primary focus. Those will just come naturally as the run progresses. Nice. Winner, winner, winner. That's what I like to hear. I have so many bandages. Thankfully, at this point, if I hit sewers, I'll probably just take everything. We are going to take the double black coin here just because it's too much to say no to. We have a decent amount of damage right now. 4 times equipment. If I had a better loot rarity, I always think those are kind of worth it, just because the odds of you getting something better is honestly pretty good. Ooh. So we can't, I don't think we would get a legendary druid from this, which is unfortunate. Same with the mage. All 3 of these being legendary is kind of rough, but we are going to go for the warrior here. We got Ignore Pain, which is a super good one. This is legendary priest. I can try to see what happens, but I highly doubt that I'm gonna get anything besides stats. Yep, it's just gonna be stats. That's Warlock, though. I'll just take it. But yeah, actually kind of unfortunate that we got a ton of legendaries there. I'll actually just go for the true healing here. That way I don't have to worry about spending more bandages than I otherwise would need to. Because it's going to give me about 200 health back, so I should get a full heal out of this. At least hopefully. Perfect. Ended up using the very last amount too. Alright, loop 2. Boss. We're probably going to absolutely steamroll this guy. I mean, no reason we shouldn't. And then we are close on Warrior and Assassin. Or Warrior and Guardian rank 10, I should say. Not Assassin. We're well past rank 10 already. Not too bad so far. We definitely want the duo perks with Guardian that give us crit damage for armor plates, but I think I'm going to need something with armor plates first in order to kind of unlock those duo perks. Druid. I'm just going to go for double assassin here. Well, there's one of them. While at max armor plates gain 100% crit strike damage, and bleeding enemies are periodically poisoned. Now, I wonder if I'm at max armor plates right now, because I have 0 armor plates. I don't believe that's how it works. It would be kind of funny if it did, but I do not believe so. As you can see, when we get hit, we're already taking a decent amount of damage. So we're going to get the Druid here. On rage, deal 20% more damage to the close enemies. And the reason we're taking it is just to hopefully get some more Guardian perks, because we are going to want armor plates now, just to give us that little bit more defensive capability. Because the enemies are already starting to do hundreds of damage to us. So I got to start playing it smart. I can't just randomly run around and just eat everything as Draskell. I have my invis. I gotta start using it. More black coin or more perks? I think at this point I am gonna have to go the black coin route. And hopefully the next perk machine treats us a little bit better than the last one. The last one did give us a lot of assassin, though, so I can't be too upset. Another sewers. Okay. All of these are druid. Let's take the 25 one first. Taunting an enemy. Shoots spikes. Might as well take the other druid. Gets us closer to that rank 10. That's an assassin. Definitely going to take that. Attacks against taunted enemies poison them. And we are officially rank 10 Guardian. So now when I pick up the Assassin Chest, I don't really care about picking up the duo perks unless it's crit chance, or crit damage from the Warrior. But I am more so looking for the duo perks with Warrior. The crit damage with Guardian. I've been playing this game too much the past few days, so a lot of the time I think of something and end up saying the completely wrong thing. Attack has a chance for a Saw Blade around us, which grants bleed. Well, it's given us two things that are really good for us. More Druid. It's given us a lot of Druid, so I might just full send this perk machine. I'll do it one more time, see what happens. Giving us more Guardian. I'm just going to send it here. That's perfectly fine. Hopefully we can win at least twice. If we don't win twice, it feels really, really bad. It's going to feel really, really bad. I think we are going to lose. Alright. Okay, there's one. Yeah, that was really, really bad. I should have just saved. I always try to get greedy, but unless I have 2,000 coin, it just feels really rough. Though we got super unlucky losing about 6 times on it. But that does happen. I'm going to go for the double cooldown reduction. Thankfully, I did pick up more Druid, so we should be close to the rank 10 for it. Oopsies. Yeah, I'm at 8 right now. Oh, we are almost dead because I was not paying attention. And the armor plates are going to be important at this point just because of how much damage we can take. We have so much damage, but if we get hit once, it's pretty much over. We had to use our last bit of bandages there, which wasn't good. I think I only have one left. Alright, we got some money. Hopefully we can get a decent amount more back. Alright, come on. Give me my money back. There you go. We got our money back. We need one more. One more. Okay. We're going to call it quits here. We managed to get all of our money back and a little bit more. Black coin and crit chance. Over a perk. What am I missing? Just missing Druid. I'm going to take the perk here. And I'll probably re-roll for Guardian. Just to see if I can get some more armor plates. The ult giving us max armor plates would be nice. Our special giving armor plates would be nice. Or even just entering an arena giving us 2 armor plates would be super huge at this point. Druid is good too, just because we are closer to that rank 10. And there's a legendary. Taunting an enemy has a chance to trigger Enrage. We are going to take that one over the other ones. I know it sounds crazy, but we want those Enraged chances just because we deal way more damage when we're actually Enraged. We get just way more damage boost, and then we have that perk that deals 20% more to close ones. Alright, let's see what we get from the perk machine. Attack has a chance to heal us. That's perfect. More Druid. We should... Yeah, we're at rank 10 Druid now. I'll hit this money machine. We're probably going to lose on it. Oh, nice. We actually ended up winning. Ooh. Do I keep going here? I don't think I do. I think I am going to save. Every time I keep going when I don't have a lot is when I get really, really punished. And then we are going to want more warrior because we are going to want to get that pulling action going just to kind of stun these enemies. Because as of right now, I don't have a lot of CC effects, so the enemies are just going to be moving around for free on us. The bosses are probably at this point going to be easier than just these normal enemies, which is kind of crazy to say. There's another perk machine. Hopefully we get some cheap, really good perks. Failed on the first one. That's okay. Oh my gosh. We got the Mythic perk for 50. Mythic Druid. We got Moonbeam. That is crazy. That is definitely one of those where you like to see it. More Druid. We're going to chill out on it, though. We got a Mythic. We're not going to push our luck and use the rest of our black coin. But that's why it's so insane, is even if you just hit the first two, if you snipe just even a legendary or just there a Mythic perk, you just feel so far ahead. We are going to need more ways to taunt. That way I can get more enraged. I walked into that laser beam. That was not the smartest idea. So much damage for getting that I actually got to play somewhat safe. More Druid. Let's reroll, see what we get. Monk. Let's reroll again. Am I already locked out? So Assassin, Druid, Monk, Warlock. Yep, I'm already locked out. Okay. Well blessed. Okay, so I can only get Monk, Assassin, Druid, and Warlock. That's unfortunate that we can't get Warrior and or Guardian from the chest, though. Warrior is a really good one, especially to help out with our CC chance. So we might have to go black coin instead of perk, just to help kind of fill out all the stuff we are missing. Because we are missing quite a lot, especially of a decent amount of really good perks. Okay, I was about to say there's no way that's another perk machine. What am I missing for Druid now? More Enrage. A Max Enrage Taunt. There's a few of them, but the point is to go more Assassin. Mob Blast gained 50 crit strike. We do a decent amount of healing right now, so we'll take that. Thankfully, because of the duo perks, we're end up going to get to rank 10 priest, at least hopefully. I think I do have to get greedy here. Especially because we are going to have to rely on those perk machines at this point, which is not something we would like to do, especially not this early on. But unfortunately, we don't really want more Warlock. The Monk is nice. We might go for it for the dodge chance. I'll probably activate it and try to get some dodge chance, just to help out with our survivability a little bit. Yeah, I don't feel like that would be a bad idea. Also because it is going to provide that shock value. Yeah, so I'm going to reroll this. I'm going to pick up Monk, activate that rank 2. Offense triggers Zen. That's perfectly fine. And there we go. We're going to start getting those duo perks going. If we can get the Mythic, which is crazy to say, obviously, but if we can get the Mythic Monk, that will give us a decent amount of dodge chance. which would be super nice. Whoopsies. I was too far away from the enemy. For some reason, I thought I hit it. And the candlestick was just about to shoot a projectile straight at my face for it. I gotta make sure I am still playing careful, though, because I am gonna get to the point where I can get one shot. So I gotta just not walk around and start using my other abilities. I'll see if it offers something cheap here. Guardian is nice, and so is Warrior. Warrior is super good. I believe it's also offering... I believe that's Shock. Yeah. We want more Guardian. Or Warrior. I think we would want more Warrior. Killing an enemy with Fury, not the greatest, but that's okay. At least we are full HP. We have one bandage left to our name. We just have over 1,000 black coin. We're making super fast progress through this run, though. I mean, to be expected. And yeah, the bosses aren't an issue at all. So we just gotta work on getting to the boss. And we should be a-okay. It's getting to the bosses that are definitely going to be our biggest struggle right now. 2 free chests for us. We can take more Assassin. Just because of how many duo perk possibilities there are. Yeah. We got a legendary. Okay, we got Power and Fusion. This is Warrior. This is Priest. That's double Priest, which would get us to rank 6. This one's also really good. We're definitely going to take both of those, though. We got Priest rank 6. Once we get it to rank 8, we get 350 more HP. Gaining Fury when out of danger, though, is also really good, but it's only 1 stack every 5 seconds, which is the only real downside of it. Because you just immediately use that stack. Did more Assassin. Critical strikes have a chance to throw a bleeding axe. Oh, this one's also good. This one's a lot more damage, though. Yeah, we are going to just take that. That's so much more damage. What's our ability power looking like? Probably pretty low. Yeah, it's really, really low. We haven't gotten any mage perks from the gambling machine, which is actually kind of crazy to say. There is a perk machine, though. Maybe one day we'll get some mage. We're just going to do the 2, that way we can save our black coin. Okay, well, hopefully we can do the 2. Okay, gave us a legendary. Ooh, I think we're going to have to go for more black coin. I think this is a save up to 2,000 and pray type of moment. We are going to need that shock as soon as possible, though. These enemies are already starting to have a lot more HP. We probably made the wrong call with the chess piece just because we haven't picked up any mage at this point, but to be fair, I would have thought we would have had mage at least rank 2 by now. Come on, give me a second one. More priest. We got to get greedy on the money. And we're going to save it. I'm going to go perk here. If we can get the one where, like, poisoned enemies are periodically shocked, I believe that's a perk. At least hopefully that's a perk. And we're almost dead. We're almost dead. I think one of the jumping enemies landed directly on top of me. Yeah, we're definitely going to need that shock. Okay, we're just going to re-roll and get Monk up. This is really good, but I need other stuff. This is really good. I'll take that. Alright, it's starting to get really sketchy. We didn't get the armor plates from Guardian, so we're just gonna re-roll all our available perks for Monk right now, just so we can get that dodge chance up. It caps out at 70%, but that 70% is gonna probably save us a decent amount of times. Especially with the way I'm playing. How many keys do I have? Oh, I have so many keys. We're just gonna start opening up all these lock chests. I'll use a bandage here just so I don't have to worry about it. And we are going to use a decent amount of our reroll tokens, just primarily for Monk. Ton of candlesticks. We're just going to have to stay really, really mobile. Enemy Zen. While Zen is active, your ability shock. I feel like that one's pretty good. I'll reroll though. Here we go. Cooldown reduction and just normal dodge chance. This one's also really good. Critical strikes will have a chance. Critical shock, both of these are good. It's our dodge chance right now. 6%. Not good at all. Not good at all. This is a really hard choice. We're going to take this one, just to get that rank 8 priest. Get a bit more HP. Got to level up on Monk as well. And now we definitely need more shock, because shock is just going to help kind of CC the enemies for us. Got a money machine. We're just going to ult this because there's way too many spinning enemies. I'm not going to deal with all those guys. There you go. Eventually, I will close in on the Mythic Monk perk. All gaining Zen or blessed attack speed. Okay, yeah, we're definitely going to want to get to that rank 6 no matter what, so... Let's go for the throw 2 shurikens. We probably should have... Instead of going Guardian, we probably should have just gone Monk, like, way, way, way earlier on. Oh no, I meant to hit the mystery. I just didn't read it. For some reason, I thought it like said scrap or something. Definitely don't want to do that. You definitely want to go to the mystery. I had to kind of run through the laser there. That's okay. Definitely going to want to focus down the books as fast as possible, just to not deal with those laser beams. Yeah, the equipment there was definitely not what we wanted to see. I don't think it's going to be the end of the world, but you never know. Okay, there's a lot of different enemies, and we're not doing a whole lot of damage to them. We're gonna just go invisible here. This extra dash charge coming in so nice. Just able to get away from so many attacks. Ooh, I don't know what I got hit by. We're just gonna go invisible again. I think one of the books cross-mapped me. There we go. We're gonna need a perk machine, and we're gonna need a perk machine fast. And we're gonna need it to be absolutely insane. Okay, there is the perk machine here. The objective is stay alive. Unfortunately, there's a ton of books. We're just gonna hunt down all these books first. As you can see, when there's so many of them, and the laser beams are just flying across at so many odd angles, it's so hard to dodge. Thankfully, we got away from it, and we're just gonna have to full send this perk machine. Nearby poison enemies are periodically shocked. Thank you. Punch dashes? Sure. Fury attacks apply poison? Sure. More Warlock, surely that's fine. Alright, we need to win at, like, hopefully twice. If we only win once, it's not going to be good. These perk machines this run have been really, really, really bad. We got the Moonbeam. But other than that, they haven't been great. This one's good. Fury attack has a 25% chance. For each active barrier, gain more attack speed. But other than that, we've been running through so much black coin without, like, an actual insane upside for it. We've burned through thousands upon thousands, and we've definitely lost more than we've won. Thankfully, that one gave us the armor plates, and enemies are periodically shocked. And thankfully, at least it gave us some Assassin Duo perks, gets us closer to maxing it out. But as you can see, these enemies, even at a lower difficulty, just scale to such an insane rate. Let's get rid of all these healers. There's so many of them. Hopefully get a good monk perk here. I'll go with the attack has a chance to punch. I feel like that was 1,000,000% our something we could have done is we definitely needed a monk a lot earlier. I thought Guardian was going to be the play. But the dodge chance is going to be way more beneficial for us. Just because the armor plates aren't going to stop us from getting one shot. We are going to be approaching the boss in the next few stages. It is also crazy that we have 0 mage. I'm not entirely sure if we encountered a new type of bug. I might just hit the next shop that it comes up just to see if they exist. Because I do find it hard to believe that we wouldn't have gotten any mage perks at this point. I feel like our damage also isn't fantastic. It's not awful, but it's not great. Definitely not going to stand too close to that guy. Oh, that's not money. Whoopsies. Well, we got 20% critical strike damage, so I can't complain too much. The money machines have been absolutely popping us off for us this run, which is insane. Most of the time, we don't win as much as we have with them. And most of the time, we end up winning with the perk machines. It's the complete opposite during this run. We're losing so much on this perk machine compared to the money machine. Point proven just now. 15% more damage to close enemies. That's a nice damage buff. That gives a chance to knock them back. More Zen. We're just going to have to go in on this perk machine, see what it gives us. But as you can see, hopefully we win one. There we go. Stunning enemy has a chance to pull it. That's actually pretty good. But as you can see, it's been rough. It's been very, very rough. There's another perk machine, but we have 0 money now. Hopefully we have a better CC chance against these enemies now. We kind of knock them back, which is kind of counterintuitive, because we don't have a whole lot of ways of pulling them in. But I guess if they're away from me, they're not hitting me. We can kind of ping-pong the enemies around. Alright, I have enough to hit this once. Please just don't lose on the very first one. Nice. And we are, I believe, on the loop 4 boss? Yeah, we are on loop 4 boss. Still got a ways to go for Assassin, which is not a good thing. That's not a good sign at all. Our monk has also a long ways to go. A very long ways to go. Okay. We might have full sent Assassin a bit too hard at the beginning. I'm just gonna ult this. I'm just standing in a really awkward spot. No! Thankfully, we've dodged everything. The boss jumped directly on top of us as I was trying to do it. This fire path was stopping us from killing the boss as it was spawning all the other ads in. That was almost extremely bad. I actually thought the run was just kind of over right there. Alright, we're gonna get double monk. The shock one's not bad, but we're gonna reroll this. The healing has a chance to punch a nearby enemy. We do have... I'll take both of those. We might use a decent amount of reroll tokens just to see if we can get more legendaries and maybe snipe the mythic perk for monk. But I think that's going to be a lot easier said than done. Alright, I'm down to 6 keys, but I still need to be opening more chests. That's just more bandages. That's another chest. Gotta carry our key back for it, too. Another chest. While Zen is active, all our ability shock, or just more attack speed. More attack speed would be pretty good overall. I think we do need more shock, though. I do think we do need more shock. I do believe in the power of shock. Now, if it doesn't work the way I think it does, it says it deals instant damage, but I'm pretty sure it also kind of has a stun effect. Now, if it has absolutely zero stun effect, well, I'm in danger. I'm going to be in a lot of danger, actually. Okay, we gotta hit the money machine first. Okay, well... Gotta hit the money machine first. Okay. Just 2 perks. Nice. Oh my gosh, mage. Mage does exist. I gotta take a screenshot of this. I mean, I've never gone this far getting only 1 mage perk. Try to hit this one more time. Nice. I kind of just need all the perks right now. Dealing damage, stuns. Stunning a bleeding enemy causes a blood explosion. That's a huge damage pickup. More perks. That is a really nice one. And there's a legendary chest for us. More monk. I said I didn't want to use all 40 of our reroll tokens, but we're probably going to have to. Shocking enemy has a chance to bounce it. Yes. Once I feel like my dodge chance is up there, I will go back to taking Assassin. I have a few bandages. If this gives me a Monk perk or an Assassin, we'll probably take it. That's a Legendary Monk. Ooh. Ooh. There is... While Zen is active, shocking enemy grants us attack speed. While Zen is active, punch nearby enemy. Shocking enemy gives us way more damage. Critical strikes have a chance to punch. The worst one would be Unity. I think I have to risk it. While Zen is active, punch nearby enemy. Perfectly fine. We're back down to 1 bandage, though, so we gotta be careful. But yeah, we can start getting the legendary perks for Monk. Nice, we got one of our bandages back. Like, the one that, like, if we shock and that has a chance of increasing our next attack by, like, 100%, that'll be a super big damage amp for us. Another legendary. Critical strikes have a 25% chance to punch nearby enemy. I don't think it's... Maybe it's punch that kind of CCs the enemy and not shock. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I could be wrong. I believe one of them does have a kind of CC effect to them, though. I thought it was shock because shock would make sense because, well, you shock enemies. But not entirely sure. Another legendary chest. The good news is our damage has gone up a little bit. Still no legendary. One of these days I will get one. Down the 2 keys, I'm going to have to play kind of conservative with what chests I'm opening now. I would still really, really appreciate if we got any chilled options. Because my chest piece is currently doing absolutely nothing. We are also being offered Warlock traits, to be fair. Nice, we're starting to get offered Monk just naturally without having to use our rerolls. I'm going to reroll this, though. Just has a chance to shock, or while Zen is active, we gain dodge. We're going to go for the dodge chance one. Yeah, thankfully it's offering us Monk instead of Druid at this point. We're going to get away from those guys. Missed my special, that's a bit awkward. Oh, I spoke too soon. How many Monk perks am I missing? A lot. 9, 18. Yeah, we're missing a lot. We are missing a lot. While blessed gain 30. I don't know how often I'm getting blessed though. That is a big problem. The only time I'm getting blessed is whenever I use my defense. Yeah. Just gonna go with the attack has a chance to shock. Hopefully this is free perk and not another sewers. Gambling room would be fine as well. Also treasure chest room. As long as it's not enemies. It's enemies. Always, always speak way too soon. The only reason we don't really care for enemies is, 1, if I take too long to load in, they will just kill me. And 2, I don't get anything for clearing them all out. That's the biggest reason that I don't like it, is just because you have a really good chance of dying, especially if you don't load the fastest. And the fact that you get no rewards from it, besides like what the enemies naturally drop, is a bit rough. Thankfully, we have a decent amount of CC chance against the enemies, it looks like. These money machines are the only reason we're still in this run. I should be close to 50 assassin. I have to take a look to see how many more we're missing. But I can't say for certainty, if I didn't go for monk, I was definitely dead. There's a legendary chest. Bandage. Nice. And we got our key back. Hopefully there is one more perk machine before the boss, just so I can hit it a few times. And like I said, at this point, any perk is just super helpful for us. Trying to deal with all the books first. Woo! Definitely don't want to get put in the corner, though. Okay, we're at 44 assassin. We still got a long ways to go. Critical attacks have a chance to shock. That's just a lot more damage. I'm going to go the shop here. I don't know if this is going to be the right call or not, because we could have gotten more black coin. There is mage. Okay. And the attack has a chance to pull. We are going to take that to help with CC. Offense applies chill. There we go. Okay, we're going to save our black coin. So if we then offense the boss, we get that 50% damage bonus from our chest piece. That's actually huge. Now we can actually trigger it. So definitely want to be using our offense a lot more now. Well, I completely missed my offense. That's okay. The attack has a chance to pull, should really help us out. Enemies should have a hard time moving now. Still got to be careful though, because if they do move, I got to make sure I'm not within the attack radius, obviously. And there is a perk machine. Okay. We just gotta stay alive. Easier said than done. As you can see, a lot of the enemies are still able to move. So pulling them towards me doesn't necessarily help the best. Thankfully, the jumping enemies, we have 3 dash charges. But our 15% chance to pull them doesn't trigger very often. There we go. Alright. Perk machine to the moon, please. I need you now. Okay. More warrior is fine. Summon and minions. Shoot. Okay, well, we don't do anything with summon minions. Okay, there's more burning. What was the one we got? Oh, okay. If we got the one where it's like, nice. While Zen is active, shocking an enemy grants us attack speed. Our first attack and enrage stuns. One more win, please. Nice. Pulling an enemy deals 50 damage. Shocking enemy has a 50% chance to throw poison dagger. Huge. Another one. Huge. Summons a warrior that taunts. Okay, that's fine. And one more win. That's so huge. Dash grants us attack speed and Pyro Slapper. A bit late, but at least it's showing up. Okay. And then at the rank 2, we just have a chance to shoot chilled missiles. I actually didn't know that. I should probably read what the rank ups do. But as long as we keep attacking and applying chilled, we'll get our damage bonus now. Well, I'm definitely not taking this. Okay, what's this 25? Warrior and Guardian. What could I possibly want that's a common one? Big Boy is a big one. If I got Big Boy, that would be a lot of damage. I believe this next one is going to be boss, yeah. But I have a better chance of getting it from Guardian. I don't think so. There's a lot of Guardian ones that aren't going to be good because they have so many synergies with Druid and Mage. To be fair, all of these are actually not bad. The only one we really don't want is offense hitting 3 or more enemies, and then the bleeding or slowed. But we are going to just take this. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. It upscaled it and gave us an epic. The one time we didn't really want our perk rarity to kick in. But loop 5 boss, let's see how we do. Got 9 reroll tokens left. We're getting close on Monk. Definitely want that one with all. Other than that, there's not a whole lot of the ones we want, just because we're not blessed. So unless we somehow got the Mythic Priest, it's the only reason why I'm such a big advocate for Robe of the Last Pope, because there's so many blessed payoffs, but I just don't ever really get any of them. I need to make sure I'm not using my special. That way I have it for when he throws axes. Like right now. And I landed directly on top of a flame wave. I'm just going to back up. See what he does. Probably going to spin. There we go. No, I was trying to dodge the throwing axe. This is probably going to be the end. Oh, we're starting to get the delayed attacks on the boss. Thankfully, we dodged one, or I think we would have just straight up died there. Yeah, unfortunately, we're stunning the boss too much. So when he starts spinning, if we stand too close to him, we're going to take a ton of damage. Gotta make sure we kill all these ads. We used our special too soon there. I'm just gonna ult the boss here. Half HP right now. We're just gonna actually just stay invis for a second. Use our bandage. To be fair, we get poison stack. Like, we could theoretically kill him like this, but it would take such an ungodly long time. But we can wait for our ultimate while we do this. And ult cycle him? Maybe. How much damage does our ult do? Not nearly enough to make that worth it. I definitely want to wait these guys out. Oh, I'm not going to be able to. Mortar time. Good damage. He's going to probably start spinning next. Oh, he's going to jump. We're just going to go invis. Oh, well, our invis just didn't proc there, which is a bit unlucky. More mortars. Gonna jump. Watch out for the flame wave. Bunch of ads. He's gonna spin. Our invis just isn't proccing for some reason. I like to go hidden from the boss there just so I don't have to worry about it. Look how delayed these swings are on the boss. Our special isn't connecting with the boss anymore. Gotta get a really good damage here as he summons those two spinning guys in. He is low. We're just gonna go invis here. Wow, that fire wave dealt 400 damage to us. Absolutely insane. I thought I was going to do a little bit of damage. Didn't think I was going to do that much damage. I need him to just kind of walk off this wall. Okay, so our shock is what's bringing us out of stealth. Because when that lightning bolt hits him, I think it counts as us attacking. Oh, well, please run. I thought he was throwing axes. I got way too close. But yeah, so our shock counts as us attacking, which is bringing us out of stealth. So something to keep in mind. Boss is super low here. Okay, he's doing mortars. He's gonna jump. Gonna go invis. Gonna just ult here. Oh my gosh, that was close. Alright, we're gonna just juggle our invis here. We need him to really come off this wall. Our minions are just kind of attacking him. I don't know if he will come off the wall or not. Okay, there we go. Well, that wasn't a very good ult. I was hoping he kind of wouldn't do that, but that's okay. And there we go. Okay. Alright. Well, guys, we are most definitely dead on the next loop. We can give it an honest try. We can see how far we can go, but we're definitely lacking damage and survivability at this point. But we will keep going and see what happens. We're just gonna take all the assassin at this point. More cooldown reduction. It is unfortunate that we haven't gotten Big Boy or the ability power one, because that's probably where we're lacking a lot of our damage from. But to be expected when you send Assassin just all the way at the beginning. It's the only reason why you probably don't want to send something. Sure, you get the Mythic perk, but you end up losing out on so much of the other classes that you kind of just end up not being able to get anything. Because by the time you're on loop 4, you get those chests become locked, and it only shows you the 4 classes, and you can't re-roll out of it. So early on, I would definitely advise taking a bunch of the other classes, just so you're able to actually get some really good perks that you're going to need to help with the build. Perk machine with money machine. Thankfully, these normal enemies, I don't believe, pose a threat to us anymore. How much money do I have? Alright. Hopefully I win. Very nice. But I just realized I don't have enough for the next one. Well, I probably should have hit the money one more time. That's okay. If we lost on the money, I wouldn't have even been able to get that one. Oh, well. Alright. There we go. Alright, hopefully we win this next one. We gotta win the next 2, actually. Curse deals 100% more damage. Surely that's what we need. I'm actually surprised at how many assassin perks we have been getting from the perk machine. It is actually kind of wild. We're getting primarily that, and then you look at our mage. Thankfully, we do have the crit. The crit has a chance to pull now, which is gonna contribute to a decent amount of our damage. How much assassin are we off by? Still a lot. We're still off by a lot. At least 18. Oh, gotta keep going. I highly doubt we'll be able to max out the assassin tree, but at least we'll be able to see most of it. If I kill the next loop boss, like this one that I'm currently on right now, there is a chance. There is a chance. Or if I get a robe of the last pope as a random equipment drop, so I can equip that instead. I probably should do that. I should probably bring a robe in my safe pockets, just in case one of them isn't working out for me. Because like right now, we would have way more damage because of how many blessed payoffs we have. So I'll probably do that for future videos. Just bring like spare equipment in my safe pockets instead of something else. Just because if a build ends up going a completely different way, I'll be able to make that gear swap to help us out. I didn't have either of these. This is insane, but this is also insane. Both of these are insane. I think this one's going to be more insane. Which is crazy to say. Now I'm just going to keep taking more assassin. So we're still missing a decent amount of damage. Actually, I'm going to be honest, I probably should have looked. But now we have that. All our crits have a 10% chance of granting Fury, and we pretty much have a 100% crit chance. So we should be getting Fury at least a reasonable rate. Now our damage has most certainly gone up. Okay, what assassin perks am I missing? I gotta read now. Critical strikes apply bleed. Critical strikes grant 15 shock damage. Killing an enemy poisons dagger pull. Killing enemy taunted by us gives us crit damage. Critical strikes with attack reduce our ultimate. Attack speed. Okay, so that's really the last, like, legendary one. Did we get it? Well, that's unfortunate. We got the other one. This one's also really good. I'll reroll. Pulling enemy grants Fury. More shock damage. I'll reroll again. There we go. Oh my gosh, it gave us the crit strike damage, though. How often do I taunt, though? That's the real question. Because do I taunt off of anything within Guardian? Oh, yeah, attack against a full health enemy taunts them. I mean, which is a lot, to be fair. I think I take this because it's going to be 200% damage. Which is kind of crazy, and hopefully we encounter one more perk room, and then I'll use my rerolls to try getting that crit strike with bleed. Or, yeah, crits have a chance of... Crits are guaranteed for bleed. Wow. My brain is completely fried from playing this game so many days. All the words and perks are starting to blend together. I'm forgetting which perks belong to what tree. But hopefully it's still made for an enjoyable run to kind of showcase what this build is capable of. And I need to kill the enemies fast enough that the taunt doesn't run out, so I am getting that crit damage increase. And I believe I am. At least one can hope. Legendary? Wrong one. There we go. Okay, that's huge. The crit reducing our ultimate one is also going to be super huge, if we can somehow get that one. Oh, we got Ancient Bone Stalkers. If that was a Robe of the Last Pope, it would have been absolutely crazy. I gotta see what my crit damage is stacking up to right now after this room. Let's see. We're only at 16. Okay. Not very good. We definitely want more. We need more taunting. If we got Agitate from Guardian, it would have been insane, but unfortunately we don't have that. That just gives it so every time we stun, we guarantee taunt. It's probably one of the best perks in the game, in my opinion, just because of how many taunt payoffs there truly are. Yeah, it's just because our bleeding axes are getting sent across the arena, which is making the enemies take damage. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to take the healing as critical. Not that it really matters, but what did I end up taking instead? Pull applies 3 stacks of poison. Yeah, not the greatest. I think I go black coin here and just hopes there's a Gamba machine just to get a few more perks. Who knows, we might snipe another Mythic. Hopefully we can kill these small enemies fast enough so we can get that crit damage bonus going. We just gotta run at them. That way our bleeding axes don't just accidentally hit them and trigger that taunt. Alright. What's it at now? 34%. It is going up. That is what matters. Give me my money back. Thank you. I think I have to get greedy. Okay, well, I can't get greedy. That's okay. Shouldn't have gotten greedy, but I think I had to there. More black coin. If the perk machine gives me agitate, it would be insane. There's a legendary chest. Or if it give me big boy or buff. Either one of those would also be perfectly okay. Because we are doing this without the 3 best damage buffs in the entire game, which is actually kind of crazy that we've made it this far. When actually thinking about it. Reroll token back 3 bandages. Don't mind if I do. I believe boss is going to be next, though. No perk machine. Okay. We have to somehow survive the next boss. Thankfully, our damage has gone really high up. I just don't know if it's high enough. And it is boss time. Our current crit damage, it's kind of visually bugged right now, but it should be around 1000% because the Mythic perk for Assassin, I believe, at max poison stacks gives you not 250, but 500% crit damage. I'm gonna put all this black coin in my safe pockets just in case I lose it. Get all my bandages ready. Do something like that. And there we go. Alright. See how we do. It's gonna be very, very, very rough. Very rough. Yeah, see, when we use our invis and it doesn't go off, it feels really, really bad. I need the backup here. The boss just full on just like did an electric slide at me just now. The nice thing about our special is we have to kind of use it there, but the problem is we also have to time when he's throwing those axes at it. Yeah, our defense doesn't do anything anymore. It doesn't put us in vis, so we got to keep that in mind. That's a really unfortunate spot. Probably shouldn't dash towards the boss. We're gonna have to play this fight super slow. Well, that axe came out so fast. That's probably going to be the end of us if the axes keep coming out like that. Also, when he throws them, I could just dash at him. Making pretty good progress, though. Probably gonna spin. Oh, not yet. Mortar time. If we can survive this loop, we have a good chance. We have a good chance at maxing out Assassin. Well, this boss feel like is speeding up. I feel like he might be getting just speed hacks on us. Multiple flame waves. That's crazy. Oh, we gotta back out of there. There's no way to, nowhere to stand. Really tough spots. When he throws axes, it kind of just feels like random abilities go and just pray. Because of how delayed they are. Okay, I was like, hopefully I don't come out of invis and just take a ton of damage. Really bad spot for the boss. We're just gonna have to wait this all out. Okay, I was like, please just don't throw more axes at me for the love of the game. Just keep rotating the boss. Just keep rotating the boss. Just keep rotating the boss. Okay, we got a lot of free damage on him there. Thankfully, we used our special in time. Back off. Boss is almost half HP. We are making progress. We have to be so fast with that special. Just because it gives us that iframe. And that's the problem, because if we don't use it, like, instantaneously, we're just screwed. The boss is still over half its health. But thankfully not making bad progress against it, though. Our movement speed is really nice, allowing us to kind of just juggle around. Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, is it gonna spawn? Wasn't sure if it was gonna spin. There we go. There's the spin. There's the spin that we all love. I can't see anything. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, we're just gonna wait this out. If the boss did like any attack there, I'm just dead. Unfortunately, we missed the ult. That's okay. Holy ads. This fight will probably be the end of the run if we are able to succeed, just because we are clearly lacking so much damage. Thankfully, we're doing such a good job at dodging all the attacks right now. Probably the best I've played on Draskell in a very, very long time, if not ever. Or spinning. But yeah, the shock taking us out of Invis is really kind of counterintuitive. It really does hurt us. Rotate, 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 rotate. Huge boss damage. Theoretically, if we could keep this up, it would be really huge. It's really hard to, though, because, like, the slightest misstep, and the boss kind of breaks out of it. He's gonna summon his spinny boys. I always try to go for those cheeky ults there, just in case we can kind of bug out the boss. Who's gonna spin? The boss can sometimes just get stuck in a running animation. It doesn't happen all the time, though, but I try to go for it. My headset has died. I just gotta pause the game real fast. Hopefully this doesn't kill me. It'll just take about 2 seconds to plug it in, get it all set back up. This is going to be really unfortunate if this just comes back and we are toasties. Alright, the flame waves are completely broken. Oh, we are... Okay, thankfully we dodged there. We didn't have... Our invis just didn't work. Our ult was on cooldown. That was very bad. Very, very bad, but we managed. And thankfully we got our sound back. Come on. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Just gonna wait for our defense to come back just in case the boss does something. Using that special to its maximum right now. An extra special charge is so huge on Draskell just for those iframes. What is happening? What is happening on my screen? So many weird things. The boss is almost dead, though. We just gotta focus up. Alright, boss should be dead here. And there we go. Oop, 126. But as you guys can see, the assassin does do a lot. We are missing a decent amount of damage. We are going to keep the run going, but to stop the video from being too long, we will be ending it here. I will still showcase the final stats of what we are able to do, and I will showcase all the perks in case we get some really good ones at the end. So there'll probably be like another minute or two segment after this, but just to stop the video from going on too long, because these bosses are going to start taking, you know, 15, 20 minutes to kill. We ended up doing that one hitless, so if we can keep it up, we will be able to keep going, but I will make sure to show the final stats. But that is going to be Assassin on Draskell. The only thing I would change is on the Robe of the Last Pope. You get so much synergies with Assassin, Monk, and Priest if you're kind of going down this way, that I would definitely make that one change. That one change is going to give you so much more damage, so much more, when blessed, give us 30% attack speed. We haven't been taking it for that reason, but a lot of other blessed payoffs that we would be getting because of how much healing we're doing, we're not getting. So other than that, this is what I'm running, and I feel like it's working out pretty well. But yeah, just make that chess piece change if you do want to kind of just send Assassin and then end up picking up Monk and Priest along the way. If you do plan on using the Ice Queens, I would definitely incentivize trying to take some Mage at the beginning, just to get a little bit more chill going, and then definitely taking more Guardian and Warrior. This kind of corner is probably going to be way more damage than this one. This one's just kind of more survivability, but that's just the way the dice rolled this run. But if you enjoyed the video, hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Hello, we are back. We ended up dying on the very next loop. Not a shocker, we didn't have a whole lot of damage. Though on our next loop, we ended up picking up a decent amount. We ended up getting Agitate, and we ended up getting Big Boy the max HP to attack damage, but it was not enough to allow us to survive the final boss. Now, clearing the enemies became a breeze. We were pretty much one-shotting everything, but on the boss, we ended up dying to the delayed spin attack once again. But hopefully that can be something that can be ironed out. But these are the final stats. I look at the advanced stats here. Perks dealt, well, the majority of our damage and our attack, falling right behind. We were also only one perk away from completing the entire assassin tree, and overall it does definitely provide the highest damage output, at least single target. The main issue with it is it doesn't provide a whole lot of CC, where that relies on Warrior and Guardian too, and picking up Monk with Punch. So if you are just trying to full send Assassin, you might struggle to clear a lot of the enemies leading up to the boss, but you shouldn't have any issue with the boss whatsoever. But that was a really fun run. I really enjoy playing Draskell, and I don't play him very often, but I hope you enjoy the video, and hit that like and subscribe button. And up next will be Monk, and we only have Priest after that. And with that being said, until next time, take care.